10 years of silence. $250 million wasted. 239 families left without answers. But today, for the first time since Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished without a trace, there is real hope. A team of world-renowned aviation experts, led by former NTSB investigator, has just dropped a bombshell prediction. MH370 will be found within months, and its final resting place isn't where anyone expected. Using classified radar data that was suppressed for years, satellite imagery that's never been made public, and breakthroughs in underwater drone technology that border on science fiction, they've pinpointed a search zone that could rewrite aviation history. This isn't another wild conspiracy theory. It's a meticulously researched conclusion backed by hard science, and it's sending shockwaves through governments and airlines alike. Because when Ocean Infinity's ships arrive at these coordinates in June 2024, they won't just be searching for wreckage, they'll be uncovering a decade of lies. What makes this prediction different from all the others? Let's start with the man behind it. This expert isn't just another talking head. He's a 30-year veteran of crash investigations who helped solve the TWA Flight 800 mystery and the Air France 447 disaster. His team includes former Boeing engineers, satellite imagery analysts from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and even a Nobel Prize-winning oceanographer who specializes in deep-sea currents. Together, they've uncovered 3 pieces of game-changing evidence that change everything we thought we knew about MH370's fate. First, military radar data from Thailand that was accidentally omitted from official reports shows the plane didn't just disappear. It executed a precise series of turns that match the flight path programmed into Captain Zahari's home simulator. Second, advanced drift analysis of the debris found in Africa proves the original search zone was off by nearly 600 miles due to a miscalculation of the Indian Ocean's subsurface currents. Third, and most chilling, a classified report from Australia's Defence Science and Technology Group reveals that hydrophones designed to detect nuclear tests picked up an impact signature at 2:45 a.m. UTC on March 8, 2014, in waters just north of Diego Garcia. Put these facts together, and a terrifying pattern emerges. MH370 didn't crash randomly. It was flown deliberately to one of the most remote and strategically sensitive locations on Earth. Finding a plane at the bottom of the ocean is like locating a needle in a million haystacks, unless you have the right tools. And in 2024, the technology searching for MH370 isn't just better, it's revolutionary. Ocean Infinity's new Hugin drones are essentially underwater terminators, equipped with quantum sensors so sensitive they can detect a single drop of jet fuel in a cubic mile of seawater. Their Black Box Hunter module uses AI to analyze magnetic anomalies that would be invisible to traditional sonar, while their Deep Vision system can reconstruct debris fields in 3D from just a handful of scattered fragments. But here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. These drones are now being guided by an artificial intelligence called Neptune, which has ingested every piece of data ever collected about MH370, from satellite pings to barnacle growth rates on recovered debris, to calculate the most probable wreckage site. And according to leaked internal documents, Neptune's confidence level is now at 94.7%. To put that in perspective, the original search had less than a 20% chance of success. Yet, even with all this cutting-edge tech, there's one obstacle no one's talking about. The fact that this new search zone overlaps with a top-secret U.S. naval testing range near Diego Garcia the same base where eyewitnesses reported seeing a low-flying commercial jet on the morning MH370 disappeared. Coincidence? Or the reason why previous searches found nothing in an area that's been off-limits to investigators for a decade? Follow the money, and the trail leads straight to a conspiracy of silence. In 2015, Lloyd's of London paid out $200 million in insurance claims by declaring MH370 an act of God, a legal maneuver that saved Boeing and Malaysia Airlines from billions in liability. That same year, China, which lost 153 citizens on the flight, suddenly withdrew its search ships despite having the most advanced deep-sea technology in the region. And in 2018, a whistleblower from Inmarsat, the company that provided the satellite data used to define the original search zone, came forward with allegations that their pings were misinterpreted due to pressure from government stakeholders. But the smoking gun? A 2017 email chain between Boeing executives recently obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request, discussing how the discovery of MH370's wreckage could trigger catastrophic liability exposure due to evidence of a known but undisclosed avionics flaw in the 777's oxygen system. This isn't just about finding a plane anymore. It's about exposing how corporations and governments conspired to bury the truth while families grieved. And with new laws coming into effect in 2024 that strip aviation companies of legal immunity in crash cases, the timing of this search isn't just convenient, it's potentially explosive. Behind all the technology and politics are real people whose lives were shattered on March 8, 2014. People like Grace's mother, Anne, was on board MH370. She still speaks of her mother in the present tense and finds similarities between her mother and her children. Or Lee, whose son Yanlin was on board MH370, has been haunted by the phrase "lost contact" and continues to seek answers. For them, finding MH370 isn't about blame. It's about the basic human need to lay loved ones to rest. And that's why this search matters more than ever. When Ocean Infinity's ships set sail in June, they won't just be carrying drones and scientists. They'll be carrying the hopes of 239 families who've waited a decade for answers. So here's what you can do. Like this video to amplify its reach. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our live updates from the search zone. And most importantly, share this story everywhere, because sunlight is the best disinfectant. And after 10 years in the shadows, MH370's secrets are finally ready to surface. The ocean always gives up its dead. It's only a matter of time,